So, whether they were intentionally thinking this out or not, the NFL has ironically left Vikings in Britain. History likes to repeat itself a lot.
The Queen!
Welcome back to the James and Dame Show. I'm Josiah.
And I'm Will.
And today we're going to be going over Week 5 preview. Because, Sure.
Before we get started, let's break down the rankings. Josiah had a good week, the best week at 110, so 11 and 5. And he is now tied for first. So congratulations.
Tied for first.
Tied for first with JJ 4 Days, who had a rougher week. A week of some upsets. So it's not super surprising, but I don't think any of us got the upsets right. So to be fair,
I maybe have one right, but other than that, they were all hard to predict.
And I'm still trying to get a grip on the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations. He's up to 45 and 18 as the leader, and I am down at 38 and 25.
Ooh, that's a 7-game behind. Bro.
Listen, all it takes is 1 week.
It quite literally does. That's what happened last year.
But yeah, let's get into these games.
Okay, let's go.
We got so I know I do want to fact check because I know there's one set of rivalries a rivalries game, which is the division ones. Obviously, that's the Bills Patriots. Last week we had 2, so I'm not sure if we have 2 again because I do see the NFC West.
Yeah.
Thursday night, and I'm not sure
because the Cardinals and Seahawks.
Whereas last week, our 49ers, I wasn't sure if the 49ers Rams was another one this week or not.
I have no idea. You can check that out.
Let me fact check.
But looking into this game, you have 2 3-1 games or 3-1 teams playing against each other. I mean, supposedly you'll have a good matchup, except for the fact that the 49ers are playing Mac Jones.
I mean, I think Brock Purdy is. They're optimistic about his return this week.
Oh, I thought he had another week.
From what because he would, or was he put on IR?
I thought he was put on IR.
I don't remember. He might. I've heard he's questionable to return, but I don't know if he was put on IR. He might not. I don't know if he's eligible then.
Yeah, they're hopeful that his toe won't keep him out of the Rams game. So leaving window open for competing Thursday night despite toe soreness. So, we'll see. Regardless, just kind of depends on what happens during that game. I'm not going to change my pick here because I still think the same team's going to win. The Rams.
Yeah, I think either way, even if the 49ers were fully healthy, I think I'd go with the Rams right now. But missing Bosa, potentially missing Purdy, Kittle, once again riddled with injuries. I'm going the Rams. The Rams are a really good team right now.
Yes.
Very good team.
It's an easy lock for us, I guess.
Thursday night, I'm going Rams. We go with the Rams, and then we go to England.
Hey, it's Dublin.
No, last week was Dublin. This week is England.
Oh, is it this week? Okay,
yeah, they go from Ireland to England.
It's going to be like, how dare you disrespect the Irish.
I would never. But yeah, the Vikings stay in Europe and they trade out the Steelers for the Browns. I think the Vikings might be happy.
Just a wee bit. They actually have time to look into beating up some Browns. Just saying.
Yeah. So Vikings coming off of A game that really was a lot closer at the end than it was most of the game.
Yeah.
But they get that this is less of a trouble for them. They've been chilling out in England or out in Europe. I don't know how long they've been in England for. But you're taking a weaker opponent, and I feel like this just is so favored for the Vikings.
Yeah.
And
I'm picking the Vikings right here.
Yeah, I'm going Vikings.
There's no other way.
I mean, Browns again, really good defense. You did mention to me prior to recording that there was rumors that Dylan Gabriel would start.
Yeah, I think it's confirmed, or at least they expect him to start.
I really hope so because Joe Flacco is not. I love Joe Flacco, but I've said since preseason we're gonna probably get Jets Joe Flacco, and
booty cheeks.
That's at best what we're getting is Jets Joe Flacco.
What's worst?
Whatever this is, probably. So
I don't like this.
If they play Dylan Gabriel, I think they might actually have a better chance. I don't think he's gonna have the same sort of I don't think he's gonna lift the team up as much as like Jackson Dart did for the Giants.
Yeah,
but
well, you never know.
You really don't. But I'm not gonna bank on that. I'm gonna stick with the Vikings because it's just not a fun situation.
No.
But then again, neither was going against the Chargers your first game.
Yeah.
Either way.
So, yeah. I mean, the other thing is that they're just one door away from slightly opening it and hearing, when's Shador starting? When's Shador starting? When's Shador starting? When's Shador starting? And we won't hear the end of that. Perfect timing.
I feel like we've been hearing that since week 1. They saw Joe Flacco.
We've been hearing that since the draft.
Yeah, true. Moving along though to now the noon slate on Sunday, we got the Colts hosting the Raiders, and Raiders. I mean, Ashton Genty's looked better.
Yeah, he's looked better, but I like the Colts more right now.
I'm absolutely going Colts.
It's not you Raiders. It's the Colts.
It's also partially you.
Kind of. Geno Smith is not Geno Smithing. He's not doing very well.
No, they're having a rough time.
I mean, Tucker's kind of stepped up a little bit. Max Crosby. I'm not speaking English today, apparently.
Either way you look at it, though, Jonathan Taylor is, again, playing at an elite level.
I think he's probably pushing to be the best running back this year.
It is definitely a possibility.
As of right now, yeah.
As of right now, I think he is performing at that level. Daniel Jones is what I believe he is 3rd in passing yards.
Yep. He's top 3.
And just last week, he threw his first interception and then his second interception. But
well, yeah. So I don't know what the ratio is, but it's a pretty decent ratio, though.
They're performing at a very good, at a very high level. Their defense is much improved from last year. And it honestly, sometimes it seems like it's continuing to grow. So Colts are just a really good team. Raiders are still trying to find their stride. Bowers has not been as present as they would have liked. But again, if Ashton Genty can get a foot in the door, he could potentially kind of flip this game.
Yes.
But either way, I'm going Colts. Because I just don't think he'll be able to.
Okay.
Call me a hater.
He's a hater.
I'm not,
all right.
actually.
New York Giants
yeah.
visiting the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, I'd rather choose the very hot Giants right now over the very cold Saints right now. I mean, even though the Saints kept it close for the most part against the Bills, you think you can repeat that again? I don't know.
I'm picking the Giants for the same reason that I have made these picks every week's past, which is I'm picking against the Saints until they win.
It's not you, Saints.
No, it absolutely is the Saints. But no, the Giants, they also just have they look so.
They're good.
They're at least fun. They're so fun to watch. I also just love watching Scatterboo. He's so entertaining.
Go white boy.
yeah, the Giants right now, they've completely been revitalized. Let's just hope they can keep the young QB healthy because that's your danger. But Saints,
one job.
Saints are reeling. Have been since the offseason.
Oh. All right.
Well, I mean, I guess that'd be fair. But moving along, Cowboys Giants.
You mean Jets?
That's what I meant. The other MetLife team.
The other MetLife.
Cowboys Jets. Jets looking for their first loss. Cowboys are 1-2-1, and yet probably feel really good.
You also said Jets looking for their first loss.
Win.
Literally just now.
But
I think
yeah,
we're tired. I'm sorry.
food.
He wants food right now.
The Cowboys, I mean, they're pretty heavy favorites, and it's largely because their offense looks really good. The Jets continue to jet, just making silly mistakes and turning over the ball. They got Justin Fields back last week, but the Jets should be better than they are. I feel like they should have a very dynamic run game with the option to go up to Garrett Wilson every so often, who's phenomenal at like circus catches.
Yeah, and the thing is that like they're gonna get their first win eventually, and they'll start taking some wins here and there. But it's a new head coach, new system, so I'm not expecting an immediate turnaround.
No.
So it's the Jets. I don't expect anything positive to come out of that place. But yeah, I'm picking the Cowboys, by the way.
I'm giving the Jets their first win. Cowboys, I think, are in several categories listed as one of the worst defenses. And Jets were about this close to beating the Steelers, who I think the Steelers...
But that was week 1. You don't count week 1 as a basis for anything.
Okay, but the Cowboys are still one of the worst defenses, and
yet they almost beat the Packers
by only putting up points. Now imagine if someone actually manages to turn over Dak and not like they've been burned twice this year.
Yeah.
On defense, at least twice.
Giants,
and Packers.
Did the Cowboys not play the Eagles yet?
They did. It wasn't as much of they didn't get burned on defense, but yeah, like poor defensive showings, and I think the Jets could put up maybe at least 30, and I think they're going to be able to pull away with a win. Plus, they're playing at MetLife, so Turf Monster might take another one. Who knows?
Let's hope not.
Hoping not, but I think Jets. Again, like you mentioned, they're going to have to get their first win eventually. I think the Cowboys are
going to be the one. Yeah.
Unreasonably on a high horse right now.
Yeah.
We tied the Packers. We're unbeatable. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Moving along to the Broncos visiting the Eagles. This one could be a fun game.
I would hope it is. See, the thing is that it's kind of the same thing how you done the Chiefs last year, the Saints this year. I'm going to continue to pick the Eagles until they lose.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm kind of in that same boat.
Because they're a pretty good team, and they kind of feel like the team that's like not barely squeaking off wins, but they're not like destroying teams. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. Not yet, at least.
They're not blowing anyone out of the water, but they're just winning. They're winning games. That's all they're.
They can't keep getting away with this.
It's just like they're doing what they need to win, and it's a kind of situation where like until they show, unless something comes along where they actually seem like a worse team, because if you want to compare them to the Bills, there are matchups where I feel the Bills like I would not take the Bills.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
The Eagles, I'm like, there's no team that they could go against unless they started to show regression. There's no team they go against where I feel like they wouldn't be able to, where they shouldn't be favorites. So
that's fair.
I'm gonna go Eagles, even though I'm kind of pulling for the Broncos a little bit because I do like what the Broncos have going over there. But yeah, Eagles just because it's Philly and they're unstoppable.
Pretty much. All right. So we have Miami and Carolina. I am actually hoping for the Panthers to get their second win this early. So I'm picking the Panthers here. Miami, you beat up on the Jets this last week, and they were kind of meh. So, and you also lost Tyreek Hill. I'm not expecting you to do super hot on offense because I think the Carolina defense is at least somewhat competent, maybe.
Well, they did allow 42 to the Patriots.
That's true, I guess. So, yeah, take that with a grain of salt.
I mean, I'm also going with the Panthers, just like with Tyreek Hill being hurt. Dolphins, again, just not really being a good team. Panthers getting blown out of the water, and they're inconsistent. I also know that Bryce Young is very, very bad on the road. He's been I think he's won one game so far in his career on the road.
Oh, that's terrible.
But they are at home, so I feel like that gives them a lot better odds. And the Dolphins are not a good team.
Nope.
And if they can slow them down a little bit, I think the Panthers can do something on offense. They're extremely inconsistent right now. Because we've seen them play well, and we've seen them play like garbage most games.
Most games, yes.
But I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
All right. Here's something. See, if this was last year, this would have been a very great matchup.
This is just.
But now it's it was worse.
Texans visiting the Ravens. Texans are betting favorites, but Ravens are the most picked. We're looking at Lamar missing this game.
Yeah. Because who's their backup?
I don't know if that's just who they're going to go with, but it's Cooper Rush.
Oh.
This is going to be a turn and hand to Derrick Henry simulator.
Good. Because I need the fantasy points.
There you go.
Better get more than freaking 5 this week.
I'm going to go with the Ravens, again, on the principle of I'm always going to go with the Ravens, but it's really hard for.
Why would I pick the Texans?
The Texans, the way I will break down the Texans is their offense is hot doo-doo garbage. Their defense is very good, though. Yes. They've actually been very good at holding teams to few points. It's going to be this Ravens offense versus the Texans defense. Because I think the Texans offense will be able to put up points against this Ravens defense unless they finally turn things around, but I have not seen anything worthy of a change unless Zach Ward just decides to start actually doing his job. So I think they'll still be able to put up points, but I think this Texans offense is very anemic. It's as long as the Ravens can put up some points, they will be able to pull up this win, is how I view this. It's going to come down to, again, the Ravens need to do something on defense. Pretty much. Just something against a bad offense to win this game. And it's
possible.
It's more than possible with what they have, but will they do it? I don't know. But I'm going with the Ravens, and I can't trust anything anymore.
All right. Cardinals hosting the Titans. Should be an easy win for the Cardinals. Please don't make me eat my words. That's interesting. This is the week, huh?
Listen, did you hear what Cam Ward said?
Yeah, I did hear about that.
They need to turn something around. I'm not saying they're going to be good, but they got this where they're fed up. They need to do something. This is either you win this game or Callahan's fired this week. I don't know, but
you think Callahan is gonna win them a football game?
I think they're gonna win a game. I think, like they mentioned, they've not been clicking. They've been very off.
They've been terrible.
I feel like they're gonna recollect a little bit, and the Cardinals, from what I've seen, other than one quarter out of a good Marvin Harrison, other than that, their offense has been rough. Their defense is good.
Something, yeah.
But without James Conner and when Marvin Harrison isn't on it, like when he's off, the Cardinals' offense is not great. It's really not. So if the Titans can get just a little bit back in order, which I feel like they're due to do a little bit and start to look a little better. I feel like the Titans are just gonna get an upset here. I'm predicting quite a few upsets. So
I can
I'm
see that.
probably not gonna. I'm probably gonna eat my words on a lot of these, but it's just it's a feeling I have.
One of these weeks it's gonna work.
Yeah.
One of these weeks.
Moving along though, we got the Buccaneers visiting the Seahawks. I view the Seahawks as an above average team and the Buccaneers as a good team.
That's how I view them too. Mostly because Seahawks have been kind of mediocre for forever.
And their competition hasn't been fantastic.
Great.
Like they're
Wow, you beat up the Saints this last week. I'm so happy for you.
not this last week. That would have been the Bills played this last week.
Oh shoot! Oh my gosh, time.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Wow, you beat up the Saints.
And that's the only time they've looked like great.
Yeah, literally.
Buccaneers, they went toe to toe with the Eagles.
They did.
And I do think I think they're below the Eagles. I think they're a good team. I don't think they're a great team, mostly because of Todd Bowles.
Dang it, Todd Bowles.
Still don't trust, but
Nobody does.
I'm going with the Buccaneers because I think the Buccaneers are just a better team. And you said Buccaneers as well, right?
Yeah.
Or are you considering?
I'm thinking about it. Hold on a second, because
All
it is in Seattle.
That it is. A nice afternoon game.
Nice. Yeah, it is a nice afternoon game up in the Northwest. I'll probably stick with Buccaneers, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Seahawks did win. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, they are. It's another case. They're betting favorites, but
Everybody picked the Buccaneers, it looks like.
yep. So we'll go on to the Kitty Bowl, and this one's not going to be pretty.
Kitty go.
Ow. Bow. Lions visiting the Bengals. The Bengals have been so bad.
Lions, if you don't put at least 35 on these Bengals, you suck.
I'm curious because the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals are at a point where they need to do something. You're
That's
trying
true, but
to put yourself in a situation.
what are you gonna do?
You're trying to put yourself in a situation for when Joe Burrow comes back to maybe make a playoff push.
Okay. I don't know if you've seen this, but have you seen how bad... I know we've known the Bengals O-line is terrible, but have you recently seen how bad it's been?
I know it's.
It was like, was it Browning was in the pocket. He stepped back. 4 guys blocking 1 rusher from the front. 2 edges, 1-on-1, somehow beat both of them and just completely annihilate Browning. Their O-line is so bad. This Lions team needs to put them in their place and at least get Zach Taylor on the freaking hot seat because I want him gone.
Oh, he's already on the hot seat. It's just
Hotter seat. You know what I mean.
It's just how when did the Bengals commit?
Never.
Yeah, it's just this should be an easy Lions win. The Bengals defense is bad. The Bengals offense is bad without Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Ugly game.
Typical.
Commanders visiting the Chargers, and this one actually was kind of hard for me.
Really?
Mostly because a lot of it depends on if Jaden Daniels is back.
That's true. And if he is back, then becomes more split. I would have picked the Commanders, but as of right now, I'm picking the Chargers mostly because they have most, if not all, the starters, but Joe Alt and Najee Harris.
I mean, Rashawn Slater. They're
Slater,
missing. I think Mekhi Becton was out too. Like they're Khalil Mack.
Oh, and Khalil Mack. Yeah, okay. So maybe it's a little bit
They're
more
pretty
even.
banged up, but
I guess it's more even than we think. But
Commanders come back with Scary Terry and Jaden Daniels.
then it might be a game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sticking with the Chargers only because I don't know if they are gonna return this week. So
I'm also gonna stick with the Chargers because I like the way Marion Hampton's going. I like what Justin Herbert has as far as a connection with Quentin Johnston.
Yes.
That offense, if they can just give Herbert time, or not, if not, just hand it off to Marion Hampton and he finds a hole.
Oh.
It's just gonna be if they can. It's how much can the Commanders keep up, and obviously, is Jaden Daniels back? Is Terry McLaurin back? Is gonna
That's good.
very much determine how this game goes.
Pretty
But
much.
I like going with the Chargers just because I still have I have a lot of faith in the Chargers, and
Justin Herbert and Harbaugh have been a duo matched in heaven. I don't know. He's just been really good. I like Herbert now. So
going on to Sunday night though.
So this would be the NFL rivalries jerseys. Just FYI, if anybody's curious.
I really want to see because they do stuff with the field too, which I think
They
is,
also do, yes. So I'm curious to see what they have. I really, because it's supposed to be like a Penn State-esque whiteout is what
it's
I've been hearing.
they're doing so I think what they're calling it is a blizzard.
A blizzard, yeah.
It's a blizzard
in
coming,
Buffalo,
but they're
New York.
the fans are going to be whited out. The uniforms are all white out. So I'm curious to see what they do with the field because I've seen
You're just gonna do like have somebody up on like satellites being okay. I want you to point down at specifically Buffalo's stadium down there. I want you to see. Is there a white dot down there? Yep, there's a white dot down there. It's just this bright spot in the middle of nowhere.
I'm very excited because I love a whiteout. I love a
they're
whiteout.
Cool. I like whiteouts.
The only thing that'd make it better? It's a little early, but some snow would make that really cool. It's October, but
I know. I want snow games.
some snow would make that so interesting.
Dude,
But
I cannot wait for winter. Anyway,
but yeah, other than that's really the only interesting part of this. Otherwise, Bills easily take this game. I feel like it's
yeah.
you're playing the Patriots. The interesting thing here is going to be just the stadium, the field.
The field, the uniforms, and everything. It better be good.
I'm eager to see, but
So
that'll be Sunday night. So
it was
good.
good Sunday game.
And then on to Monday, we're back to single header, no double header,
Oh,
and we got the Chiefs visiting the Jaguars.
I feel like if I chose the Jaguars, I'm gonna eat my words. Chiefs gonna Chiefs. Like it's every single year at this point. They're gonna end up being good no matter what. Doesn't matter.
Well, I will say
It doesn't matter who's injured either.
I'm inclined to agree. If you go with the Jaguars, you're probably going to be eating your words. But I'm very hungry, so I'm going to go with the Jaguars because I love what they're doing on defense. It is so much fun to watch. I need to actually see obviously Chiefs got Worthy back last week. That's part of what helped them flourish in the passing game. But you also want to get against the Ravens defense, which has been
Booty.
horrible. This is not that same defense. And again, Jaguars defense has been so much fun to watch. The offense is running through Travis Etienne. But Trevor hasn't been playing. He's a little rocky, but he's got some good moments. And if you can get Brian Thomas going and get those receivers going, this team can absolutely beat the Chiefs, who I still, again, despite looking vintage last week, I still think are a shell of who they've been the past few years. So I still have the Chiefs I guess I also have Jaguars outside the top 10. I have the Jaguars as a better team right now than the Chiefs, though.
Yeah.
So I'm going Jaguars.
I'll pick the Chiefs because no one's safe from their wrath. So,
No.
unfortunately.
But that is all we have for this episode,
Yup.
for this week 5 preview. And obviously, we make all these picks in our Pick'em League. You're welcome to go down to the description. There's a link there, and you are welcome to join. Anyone is welcome to join. It's free. I don't know if people think they have to pay money. It's free.
Free.
But
Trying to get copyrighted here. All right.
we greatly appreciate everyone who has watched through this and has stuck with us all season as we continue to march through. And we're already on to week 5. Yeesh.
Oh boy.
But yet again, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we look forward to seeing you either in the live stream or next episode.
Yeah.